Okay, got a flyer, double elementals. Probably starts with a flyer. My critter could be useful here. My Deathwatch hatchling is not going to be useful versus the flyer. I think what I'll do here is start with the scrat. And let's attack him. He's going to dot me up. That's a nice high roll. Let's try to take that flying racial quickly. Okay, his basic attack is weak versus me. He has a flame shield. It might be worth going for uncanny luck. Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to play this. I'll go for uncanny luck. And he's just spamming a dot on me. Let's take the flying racial. Okay, we have uncanny luck up. Is there anything I can do with that? Wow, no there isn't. This is the worst team I ever made. Okay. What was I thinking when I made this team? Was I just hoping I would go 0 and 10? I'm not sure how it's gotten 2 wins so far. My opponent's internet must have gone out. Let's go for Blinding Poison since he has a shield up that hits for about a third of my health. And then, Barb Stinger does weak damage to him. This team is awful. Wow. Okay, I guess I do have like a 45% chance to proc a dot on him. It's not showing that the 20% chance is buffed, but I think Uncanny Luck does buff my my chance up to like 75. Alright, well he does die because he stayed in, so that's good. I actually don't know. So I guess what my thinking here when I made this team was I want to see if Uncanny Luck buffs the proc chance for Barb Stinger. I swear it used to, but maybe it just doesn't anymore. This guy is going to melt my face with elemental damage. I should swap. Maybe I should stay in. That might work. We'll try swapping, see how it goes for us. We can dot him. It's probably a good idea. Get that dot rolling. Let's go for the leap. And then I could stun him, but if he swaps, he could survive. Don't know. But if he attacks me, I could die. I'm gonna go for leap. I feel like that is the move here. Okay, I think he low rolled. So I should survive. The dot here. Let's see, 74. Ah, I die on the next turn. That sucks. Okay, well. I could stun him, but I'm gonna die to the dot, so I have to choose... I have to choose Wood Chipper. He's going to go underground, so I cannot apply Black Claw. Speed tie here, so that's awkward. I think my best course of action is to Black Claw the last 2 rounds of bleeding. He goes for a Super Bark. And, do I blind him? I think this guy runs Blazing Yip. He does have a dot on him. I think it's worth going for the blind in case because if I win this coin flip, okay, so he does have Blazing Yip. Fortunately, that gives me a chance. I think I might actually win here. He has Black Claw. He can't hit me. Oh, nice, nice crit. All right. Yeah, this team is beyond awful. I'm disowning it. It barely beat, like, the most random team I've ever seen. We're going to work on it. I mean, the idea was to test out, does Uncanny Luck buff Barb Stinger? I don't... Based on my game so far, I don't think it does. So we're going to put this in the reminders bin. Let's see. How about we put a note on this so that I remind myself what I was thinking when I put this team here. Okay, we have... Where'd it go? Oh, yeah. Okay. Here, we'll do it. We'll do a note. How about seeking a first, second, and third? Let's replace all those pets at a later date. Good team name, though. So we can keep the name and replace all the pets, and it'll probably do better for me. So let's pick a better team, because if I play a team like this into the usual 3 a.m. meta, I will get farmed. Okay, maybe I can play the Damp Scrat with these two pets, because they're a lot better. I've only played this team once. So double elementals. I don't know if the Mechanical Yeti's a good idea. So fortunately he does have the beast damage on that last pet. I don't know about this team. I'm gonna honestly probably abandon it too, but I'll come back to that and do that later. Okay, so aquatic damage. Let's just look for Snapdragon teams. Snapdragon. We have Snapdragon. Oh my god, I have like 700 teams with the Snapdragons. They are pretty fun. Okay, well this team looks like it could probably do pretty good. So elementals are not chilled by Blizzard, so Buttercup isn't probably going to be the most useful pet of all time. And then he has a flyer at the start, so Poltred isn't going to do great versus flyers. Let's pick a different team. Okay, so we got the Deathwatch Hatchling. I like him if I queue into Darkness pets, which there tend to be a lot of during the night. Got the Snapdragon Pup, and then Stone Grinder, which is good versus Clone Dance. This team is 6-0. That's kind of surprising. I don't feel like this team is all that good. Let's test it out. If I get that same guy, I should have a pretty good matchup here. And if I queue into a more typical team, yeah, this will be. I wouldn't say I'm favored to win, but maybe I could make something happen with it. They're decent pets. See what we get. Oh, this guy. Ugh. Slash barf. Alright, well, he might actually start with Itch Bite, so... who do I want to sacrifice to 1v1 him? It's got to be either the Stone Grinder or the Deathwatch Hatchling. I think the Deathwatch is my best bet, because at least I can maybe stun him. Probably go for a Root and a Roar, so what we'll do is predict that. Wood Chipper. Leap while he roars. And stun him. Alright, so I am not rooted anymore. I could either go for damage. He's probably just going to stay in because he doesn't know how to swap. Maybe I bring in the Stone Grinder. Okay, I have an idea here. We're going to bring the Snapdragon. He is bleeding. He might go for... He might go for a web first. If he goes for Call Darkness, you know, at least he's doing 25% less damage. Okay, I'm rooted now. So he's going to go for that Call Darkness. Actually, he might go for Roar. If I were him, I would predict the Roar. I just have nothing better to do than go for Dive, regardless. Okay, he went for Darkness, which is in my best interest, because now maybe he'll miss something critical. He'll probably bring in Shady mrrgglton. He takes weak damage. And I'm rooted for one more turn. Oh wait, he's slower. Oh wait, no, yeah, I want him to be faster. Okay, well, we take the stun, Could have been worse. We take the Call Darkness, I think, surely on the Beast Pet. Although he is already kind of low. You know what? Maybe I actually bring in the Stone Grinder. Because the Stone Grinder is really bad versus Twilight. I think this is my only chance of beating him. So, first things first. We throw up the bleed in case he's dumb enough to stay in, which I think he will be. Okay, that's good. Then, I think we go for Thunderbolt. Actually, he's going to die to that dot eventually. I missed Twilight. That's the one I really wanted to hit. Fuck. That sucks. Okay. Wood Chipper kills him. And if he swaps for some crazy reason, I would rather get the Wood Chipper on Twilight. That sucks that I missed Twilight there. I don't know how impactful it is, but I really wanted him to not be full HP when he comes in. Alright, so does Pounce kill me? It does. Hopefully he's a dumbass and uses one of his cooldowns to kill me. Let's go for a bleed. Okay, he's not that dumb. So I could go for a dive, but Call Darkness is enough to kill me. I think what I have to do probably is bring the Deathwatch Hatchling. If he misses a single time, I could maybe win here. Let's go for Leap so that we're faster than him. In case he misses or... Oh, he missed. Oh, you fucking suck my dick. Dumbass retard darkness bitch. I hope you watch this video. Oh my god. Alright, he loses. GG. Alright. Well, counter team's clock. That team should never beat him. He's just so awful. Fucking does not know how to swap and save his fast pet to clean up. Alright, well, 7-0 somehow against all odds. I'm pretty sure I lose if he doesn't miss there, but I have teams that are designed to counter him. So let's counter the fuck out of him for the rest of the night. I didn't play this one yet, so I kind of want to test it out, although it's designed for the Blossoming Ancient. Maybe I'll come back to this, because this team will not do all that well. The Purple Puffer is not good versus these pets. You know what I'll do? I will play... Actually, maybe this team... No, so I've been over this. I just like this team better. This team is safer versus Darkness, because... So, I love the Rose Type-In a lot, as you can see. I have, like, literally 7 teams lined up that all have the Rose Type-In, specifically to counter this loser, because I barely outspeed, mrrgglton. Somehow I feel like he's dodging and I got somebody else. But I'm going to take the Q and see. If it's like a fun team, honestly, I'll just forfeit. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Haha. Beautiful. Alright, so he's going to start with Itch Bite most likely. I'll get back to my thought on why the MPD is better than the Rose type in Under Darkness. I think I talked about it last time I fought him. So we'll start with the Primal Stormling. He's starting with Junior. Fuck. Alright, fine. This is fine. Actually, let's go for Sandstorm. They stunned me. That's a really bad start. Okay. We'll bring in the MPD. He literally does not have a decoy breaker on his team. Period. And even if he did, he wouldn't know how to use it. So, first things first. Put decoy on cooldown. he brings in Itch Bite, I'll swap and save the MPD for versus these two pets, because that's what I want the MPD for, not for this guy. If he stays in, I will happily take the strong damage, I think. I'll take at least one hit. If I miss at this point... Come on, dude. He fucking stuns me and I miss? What is this fucking retard joke of a game? Alright, Soul Rush does not take my racial. He should be dead on this round, though. This is awful. Oh well. I think I still have a chance. If he misses one time, I can still beat him. As long as he doesn't stun me, that is. Okay. I want to save my mechanical racial. That is very important. He should be below his... mrrgglton, shady, mrrgglton. What is the note? The note is 376. He is below his racial, so let's bring in the pale shell crab. I have to. He's the high health one right now. And he's gonna go for darkness. I am faster than these two, so let's go for the sandstorm and hopefully not miss. If I miss this sandstorm, I think he actually still wins. Just a pure RNG. Up to 25% stun and 10% misses. Alright, so I'm very, very, very far behind where I should be. If I knew he was going to start with mrrgglton, I would have just started with the MPD, and maybe that's what I should have done to play it safe, but I thought he would start with Itch Bite. First things first, we put Bubble on cooldown. That'll buy me back my decoy one turn earlier. He takes a charge with Sticky Web. We'll save a charge of that bubble. If he went for darkness, I would be just my guess would be flabbered. Okay. I don't have time to go for Wild Winds. We have to use Sandstorm. I am so far behind because of RNG. So, what I was going to say a long time ago, and I never got back to talking about it since this guy's taking forever. He's, like, trying to piss me off by taking forever to make his moves. Decoy is safer than Blind, even though I'm slower. Maybe that was lag, actually. I don't know. Alright. I think we have to bring in... Could bring in the MPD. All three of these are okay versus Twilight. No. The obvious move here... Actually, maybe I just stay in on this guy, huh? I think it's a little better if I swap here just to go for Sandstorm. Yeah, let's go for Sandstorm. If he misses, I can maybe swap and save this guy. Otherwise, it's irrelevant. But yeah, we'll just go for that. We'll go for Pinch. Goes for Darkness. At least he doesn't have Darkness now. And then, okay. I have Decoy. Don't have Stun. I think we bring in the MPD. We Thunderbolt. As long as I don't miss, I should still win. If I miss one attack, I'm so far behind. I think it's over. Okay, no misses. That's good. He takes my mechanical racial, but I now have Decoy. I could actually maybe save Decoy. No, I'm rooted. I have to just press it. It's going to come down to the wire, but I think I have him, because my elemental can't miss. If I land this breath, I should probably be in the clear. So yeah, the thing is, so the Rosqo's faster than mrrgglton, so that's a better matchup, actually, than the MPD, since I can blind the Soul Rush. And I take weak damage from Call Darkness, but that isn't really that big of a deal. It's just kind of icing on the cake. Decoy cannot miss under Darkness, and my blind can. And if I miss a blind, that sets me behind, like, 3 turns. Like, it's almost completely unrecoverable. I almost lost this game just because I missed a breath, and he stunned me. Well, it was a combination of those two and the fact that I started with the Primal Stormling thinking he would start with Itch Bite, because what I wanted to do was stun him, Sandstorm, and then swap to probably, like, the Pale Shell Crab. It's probably just safer for me to start with the MPD. If he starts with Itch Bite versus the MPD, it's okay. It's fine. That would have been the safer bet. But I just didn't really expect him um, to start with Shady mrrgglton. Mostly just because I fought this guy hundreds of times, and maybe not hundreds, but I fought him at least 100 times at this point over the last couple months, and he almost always starts with Itch Bite when he's playing these three pets. So yeah, that is the best team for fighting him, even though he got a 25% stun, and I missed like a really important attack. And he didn't miss a single time that time. We did just fine. We could try the version that has the Rose Typin, see how it goes. As long as I don't miss, this version should actually do, I think, a little better than the MPD, because the Rose Typin is faster than mrrgglton, which means he can't just bank on going first and getting lucky and stunning me like he did that time to basically pull ahead by 3 turns. Because, yeah, what I was going to do is Sandstorm, and then probably swap Sandstorm, Bubble, have Bubble lined up for later, bring in the MPD, and then if I don't miss that second Sandstorm, he dies to a breath. I'm in a really good position to easily 3v2 at that point. So yeah, it's safer to run the MPD than the Rose Typin, but as long as I don't miss, this team should also do very well versus him. These two pets are really annoying versus him because he doesn't have a bubble or a decoy breaker. If he likes to run, like sometimes he'll run Singing Sunflower or Blossoming Ancient teams, then these two alone can usually shut down that combo just because I can change his weather, so he can't just photosynthesis and then hide on the back line, healing for 1 billion every turn. Being able to change his weather counters that strategy, and it also does overtune damage, so that's nice. Plus he's a dumbass, so a lot of the time he'll just let me spam pinches on him. If he swaps, sometimes he was playing Blossoming Ancient yesterday. If he swaps to the Blossoming Ancient because he probably thinks that has a chance to beat me, then I will try out this Purple Puffer one. Although I think this team is probably of like the 7 or 8 teams that I have. I can actually check my notes. So we have, yeah, this is the team that he just can't beat with any of his pets. He has not been able to find a way, even though he came close that one game. Last game just because of RNG. But even with like crazy RNG for his opener, he still lost to it. This team has beat him. This team usually beats him, so we can look at those teams. So this is Bad News Bears is just triple Sandstorm does well into him, but it doesn't do as well. This team might have a chance to beat him. It lost last time I queued into him with it. This team does pretty well. It's kind of similar to this team. So it's going to be the MPD, Living Sandling, and then Jingles. So I have Jingles basically here instead of the Rose Typin. So I think this team will often beat him. But it's not like designed to counter him. Yeah, I'd say the 5 pets that give him the most trouble generally are Pale Shell Crab SS, Primal Stormling, with Bash and Sandstorm. I guess Wild Winds is the better option for the basic attack. Rose Typin, MPD. And then, the 5th one would probably be... I want to try the Alpine Foxling into him. I feel like Foxling is good versus all three of these pets. Maybe what I do is I just... So what I need to do is I need to look at this team with the Alpine Foxling and the MPD, because I feel like these two can almost 2v3 this team that he's running right now. This isn't the only team he runs, but this is one of his favorites. If I can find another pet besides the purple puffer that can take out... Oh, wait, I made the team. It was... I remember what it was. Yeah, this is reminding me. I put it into... Wait, did I actually put it into fun teams? It is not a fun team. Maybe I put it into counter teams. Oh, no, that's not the team. Okay, MPD. Did I not make the team? I thought I made a team. Oh, yeah, no, this was the team. Yeah, anti-triple darkness. So this team, I think... Let me play it. Let me play it for science. Yeah. So Alpine Foxling should do great versus Twilight, great versus this. Yeah, honestly, just good versus all three of them, as long as he doesn't get stunned. If he gets stunned, that's a rough opener. The Living Sandling is basically... So I have him here. You see, it's the same team as the Purple Puffer. The Living Sandling should be able to take out the Blossoming Ancient. Maybe not quite as effectively as a Purple Puffer, but kind of better. Because the way you play the Blossoming Ancient the most effectively is you just photosynthesis sunlight, or vice versa, and then swap to the back line. And then if I don't have a weather changer, you could just have soaked a bunch of damage for those 2 turns and then like more than double out heal it. So the Living Sandling has the weather changer so that he can't play that way. And then also I think he has enough damage to just 1v1 him. Living Sandling's not that great versus Twilight, not that great versus the one-shot pet. Oh, he is. This is why I love having him, is versus Darkness Birds. I can avoid a Nocturnal Strike, probably. Okay, so he started with mrrgglton. Let's not fall for the same mistake as before. Oh, he started with the Dread Hatchling. Well, he does not have a Decoy Breaker. So, let's press Decoy. I did not expect him to start with the Dread Hatchling. If I... you know what? I think regardless of what he starts with, it's fine for me to start with the MPD. I think I want to go for Thunderbolt. It is more damage than a basic attack. I think it's worth sending it. Get some damage on that shitty mrrgglton. Yeah, let's press it. Okay, he's bringing it Itch Bite. I don't have Decoy anymore to block it, so all I can do is crouch. But that's not a half bad option. Let's swap. I don't do strong damage here. I'm gonna have to sacrifice my Alpine Foxling to take out Itch Bite, but this is a 2v2 that I think beats this 2v2. Oh, well, unless I fucking miss. God damn it. Okay. Ideally, I take out Itch Bite and then I Dazzling Dance on the last round, but I might not be able to. He should go for Roar. Let's go for... What if he just sends the Darkness? I think he's going to go for Roar. Okay. About to take a lot of damage, but I don't think it will one-shot me. I don't remember how much damage it does. 700, that's still a lot. Let's go for a hit, and yeah. Just stays in. Yeah, maybe 10% will win me the game again. That's all that's going on in this guy's head. Alright, nothing better to do than Dazzling Dance. I think I win this 2v2, but if the MPD misses something crucial, I might lose. I do have Decoy back, so that's good. Because that just gains me a turn every time I use it, since he has no decoy breaker on his team. He brings in the fucking magic pet. Oh my gosh, this guy is so unbelievably awful. I guess that's why he has to play the strongest pets in the game. Because otherwise he'll get farmed. Could actually... no, I can't. I'm rooted. Alright, cool. This is fine. We will bring in the... Well, actually... No, yeah, we'll bring in the MPD. Duh. We're going to block a darkness, probably. Maybe. Maybe he's smart. Does he know what I'm going to do here? Does he know I'm faster than him? Does he know what game he's playing? Living Sandlink should 1v... Oh, nice. Good darkness, bro. Living Sandlink should 1v1 the Dread Hatchling unless, like, he crits everything, I think. Let's go for Breath, in case he decides to stay in. Nice. Alright, let's go for Breath. Really hope I don't miss this one. Alright. Good, good, good. We should be in the clear. So yeah, this team did fantastic. If he switches the Dread Hatchling to... Actually, what he'll probably do is he'll probably switch, like, Itch Bite to... Am I lagging? I don't know. I think he's just mad. I hope he's mad. If he switches, like, Itch Bite to the Blossoming Ancient, I think the Living Sandling can take out the Blossoming Ancient, but it's tricky, because, like... Oh, my Living Sandling's still slower. That's too bad. At least he can't land Nocturnal Strikes on me, probably. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I can't miss. He can. All he has is Shadow Talon and a 40% Nocturnal Strike. Oh, he almost got me. Close match, buddy. Surprised he's not dodging. Usually he just, like, starts AFKing for like 10 minutes and then trying to queue into a noob instead of me. But yeah, I'm not complaining. Easiest wins of my life. I'll just keep taking them, I guess. We could play this team, maybe. Did we play this team? We did. I don't think this will beat his team unless he plays really, really badly. So I was thinking about... Oh, what about this team? The Rose Type-In and the MPD? Rose Type-In is decent versus these two. Not great versus the bird. And the Pale Shell Crab is not great versus the bird. Maybe we try... What was that other team? It was the one with the Rose Type-In instead of the MPD, right? Why can't I find it? Oh, right, because I'm looking at MPD. Duh. Okay, so yeah, we'll try the one without the MPD, see if we can get a win. I think... I think this team can win, but it's going to be a lot closer. It's designed to fight... Shady mrrgglton with the Blossoming Ancient and Twilight, and he is playing two different pets. But, so I have an answer to the one-shot, which is good, except that if I miss my blind, I probably automatically lose. That's just unfortunately, since I don't have the MPD to rely on. The flyer is a problem because obviously he's going to wreck my Pale Shell Crab, and if he lands a Nocturnal Strike on my Rose Type-In, that's pretty bad. So basically what I have to bank on is swapping in my Primal Stormling and just praying to RNGesus that he doesn't land a 40%. kind of just don't want to play this team, but it should be favored to beat him as long as I don't miss like something crucial with like him landing a stun and like a nocturnal strike. If he lands the 25% stun and the 40% nocturnal strike, I probably lose if I just miss a single time because I'll probably pull ahead with this team by like maybe 2 moves, maybe 3, just because I don't have the decoy. The decoy is so helpful versus all of his teams because well, sometimes he plays the enchanted broom, but he isn't smart enough to like save it for the MPD. He just kind of opens with it, so I can just like spam breaths on him and not use decoy and then save my decoy for later. Or usually what I do is he runs batter, so I just start with my elemental and 1v1 him, and then these two, say that this is the MPD and this is the pale shell crab, these two can usually win the 2v2 versus whatever pets he's running, since most of them are darkness pets with no decoy breaker, no bubble breaker. My bad, I was muted that whole time. Sorry. I just decided to... I don't know how long I was muted for, but... Basically, I just decided to forfeit, because I don't want to make that guy quit. This team is not designed to counter... to fight, like, sort of fun teams. The one reason I stayed to fight is I thought maybe he'll go for Little Ragnaros and try to go for a trap. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pick like one of these teams that I think has a chance versus him. Like, okay, maybe we could play this team. To Tango. Let's try. I have fought him with this team and I lost before. It's probably not gonna win. Nah. Let's. Okay, let's try the other team. Let's try the other team because anti-L Murky. Okay. We'll try this team. I have the Rose type in, so if I get him, at least I have one good pet versus him. The rest of my team kind of sucks, but the Jade Mist Dancer is going to be okay versus the Flyer if he's running this pet. It'll be great versus... what's it called? It'll be great versus the Blossomy Ancient if he's running that. The Blighthawk's definitely the weak link here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to assume this guy quit, and then I'll just try to play like teams that are a little more fun. This is still a pretty strong team, but it's because I expect that he's just dodging and either hoping that I'll start playing fun teams that he can snipe, or most likely he's just hoping that he'll queue into like a less experienced pet battler like this guy and stomp on them with Triple Darkness. But if I get him again, I'll just play another counter team, and then I think, yeah. Because he'll probably beat this team, but I feel like it has a fighting chance. I do feel like this is a little more in line with this kind of team, though. So we have... The Rose Typin's not great versus the Beast, or versus the Mechanical. That trap could give me some troubles, and if he has Magma Wave, my Cyclone he actually could have a counter. This poor Cornish Rex cat is just like a actual D tier pet, like not viable in PvP. I'm not sure if that's like a new player or if that's maybe this guy trying to like get me to lower my guard. I'm probably being paranoid. It's probably just a newer pet battler. Fuck, I hope I wasn't muted for too long, because this is kind of a fun video so far, actually. How are we doing so far? We are... Well, that doesn't count. That was going to be... Yeah. Let's go ahead and adjust that, because that was not going to be a loss, obviously. I just forfeited so that I wouldn't make him quit, and he still quit. Oh, wells. Yeah, clearly I was going to win that. So, other than that, we started here. 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. We'll go for one more win and then call it, I think. If the queue will pop, that is. I'm sure it'll pop eventually. I feel like Jingles gives this guy a hard time too, but the thing about Jingles, so yes, he's faster than Shady Mrrgglton, which is like his all-time favorite pet. And I take weak damage from darkness, but I have such low HP. The fact that I take weak damage from darkness is kind of negated by the fact that I have such a low health pool. And then Minefield is very risky to use under darkness because it has twice as many options, or it has twice as many chances to miss as other attacks. Because it could miss when I apply it, and it could miss when it detonates, which is kind of shitty. If it doesn't miss, it gives him a lot of trouble because it's a lot of damage. And he almost never plays pets that have a way to get rid of it. Like sometimes he will play the enchanted broom, but once the broom is gone, then I can just set down a minefield and then that'll almost instantly kill Twilight. Usually it's not worth. Yeah, usually it doesn't play out that way. I just have to go for actual damage because I have to use Jingles as my darkness soaker since he's a beast. And then he's such low HP that by the time I would want to swap him in to go for Minefield, it could cost him, like, it could cost me the pet if... Q isn't bugged, is it? No. There's just nobody queuing. I don't know. Maybe this was the same guy and he's like purposely trying to queue random pets to see if I'm still queuing. And he saw that I am, because like it's weird to me that this guy got a win and then decided, oh, okay, I'm just not going to play anymore. It's a little bit suspicious. Although I have never seen him use either of these two pets. I'm kind of surprised with how he plays that he doesn't play like a trap pet like Little Ragnaros or something. Because he loves banking on like 10% darkness and like 25% soul rush to carry him. I would think, spamming trap teams would be right up his alley. It could just be somebody else who wanted to try and then he just got a free win and realized, well, that was boring. Alright, who'd we get? Oh, yes, of course. Obviously, well, I don't think I'll beat him with this team, but I'll see what I can do. He might start with the Dread Hatchling, but I'm going to assume he starts with Mrrgglton. What I will do is I'll bring in my... I did start with the Dread Hatchling, that sucks. At least I take weak damage from Call Darkness. So, we can dot him here. And then I could either bring in the Jade Mist Dancer to hopefully have him miss my Nocturnal Strike, or I could just soak it on the Blight Hawk. It might actually just be better to bring in the Blight Hawk. Because if he lands that Nocturnal Strike, I lose instantly. I'm just going to bring in the Blight Hawk because... Oh, he went for Shadow Talon. Well, that was great that I think he predicted I would bring in the Jade Mist Dancer. I don't know why he went for Shadow Talon. That was weird. That's the only reason I can think. So we'll go for Cyclone, and please don't miss this. Please, I beg you. Okay, thank goodness. No misses. Okay. Okay, maybe we can make something happen here. So, let's take that flying racial if he stays in, which I think he will because... Oh my goodness, he swapped? What? It's actually a pretty good swap, too. So what he's going for here is the Soul Rush to stun me. If he does, I just lose. I won't be able to recover. If he doesn't, maybe I have a chance. Oh, he missed. Oh. I would have rather he missed his Soul Rush, though, because I do not want to get stunned. Right now is a very... I just can't win. I can't win. There's no way I can come back from that, because my Cyclone... That puts me behind so fucking far, because I would have healed. My Cyclone would be taking away his Flying Racial. It's pretty much over at this point. Fuck. That's such bullshit, man. He did miss his darkness, so maybe I have a chance. That's so unlucky. Oh, if he only went for that soul rush and missed the soul rush, I would have probably actually won. I don't know. It's RNG. It's fucking RNG shitfest. Whatever. Oh, goody. We get another game now, I guess. Can look on the bright side. Alright. Let's go for... I feel like if I kill him, he's going to bring in Twilight and... if he brings in Twilight and stuns me, that's actually not too bad. Let's go for a Cyclone. Maybe it's not over, but I think it is. That's just such awful luck that I get stunned right as I go for Rain Dance. Oh, but that's actually not too bad that I got a 25% kill with Cyclone. So does he waste Surge of Light? He does waste Surge of Light. Well, now that's good. Okay. Hang on a minute. What if I bring in this guy? Okay, you know what? Maybe I still win, because he wasted Surge of Light like an idiot. So now he can't stun me. Maybe I still win, actually. Because he can't do anything to prevent my Rain Dance. So now I finally get my Clone Dance rolling. Thank goodness no crit. That would have been very, very sad. Flying Racial's gone. I think I might be okay here. We'll go for an Acid Rain, get some extra AoE damage into that Twilight. Dread Hatchling will die. 55% chance, because if I... Actually, not even a 55%. It's like a 70% chance, because if I high roll, he's dead. If I crit, he's dead. It's like a 50% chance of high rolling, and there's a 55% chance of critting. The odds of him surviving are very low. Alright. So he's gonna... actually, no darkness is gone. He really can't do shit. It's GG. Oh, he went for the Hail Mary. No luck for you this time. Yeah, so I knew this team had a chance to beat him. I did not think it was going to be able to beat him after he interrupted my first Clone Dance, because that's the most important one while he has all three of his pets at higher HP. Okay, he's going to go for that darkness. Don't want to miss. We'll just stop BMing and kill him. And I think that'll end the video. Getting bored of winning. So, I'm going to go do something else.